Yeah, good morning. What was it? Late 80s, early 90s. It went on. It went on for quite a long time in the 90s. The soap bar. Anybody remember them? Four to a key. Yeah, there was a good old days, mate. There was a good old days where you could come out of your house and earn money. You know what I mean? It was that easy. It was no problems. Everybody was after it. Lots of money around, lots of money you could earn, yeah, loads. And then later on, everybody used to be robbing it, so there was no money really to be earned because everybody used to be robbing it, and then people would get in trouble, and then they'd grass up to the police or this, that, and the other. And it'd get worse and worse and worse, yeah. So that was a good time, end of the 80s, early 90s, when people used to do that. And does anybody remember the stamps? When they used to stamp the 9 bars? Yeah, man. I was just the enforcer, really, going around and collecting debts. But most of my debts was them, those soap bars, where people take a load and they don't want to pay it. You know what I mean? And it's nothing worse than not paying the debt. Because that was my game, being the enforcer. So the consequences was really bad sometimes. Yeah, but you always got it. You always got paid. And I used to sometimes when I went away on remand or whatever, and you go there and all of a sudden you're bumping into people and they're looking at nuts down, they're running away or whatever. You can't do nothing while you're in there. It's ridiculous. And you just look at them and say, mate, do you know what, mate? You're so lucky that you're in here. You know what I mean? You're so lucky that I'm in here, really, because you caused plenty of problems. And the people that you've caused a problem with are not happy, mate. You know what I mean? So I said, oh, what's wrong? What are you up for? Well, I'm up for this, that, and the other. I said, well, it looks like you could go and get a bit of bird, mate, but, you've got to remember that we're going to see you when you come home. You've got to pay the debt. It's as easy as that, you know what I mean? It's a debt that you've got to pay. It's a debt that I had to pay in certain ways, yeah? So, yeah, I've seen loads in there. And I've had so many fights over that, over the same thing, but in prison, where people don't pay their debt, and they think they can go in prison, get nicked, maybe for a bar or whatever, go and get 6 months to a year, and the debt's washed, and you go in there and there they are, and you think to yourself, listen, you had X amount of us, and you got to pay the debt, mate. You ain't getting away with it because you're in here, you know it, don't you? The debt ain't just wiped, mate. You're going to pay it, you know what I mean? And they go, oh, worst days were getting nicked, you know what I mean? But, a lot of them do. A lot of them do. They take the parcel and they don't want to pay the debt. They just don't want to pay the debt, and it's so easy, just to pay it. It's, greed comes into it. They start thinking, right, it's good money this and good money that. I can use this and use that. I can buy that with it and buy that with it, and then pay them back. But a lot of them, they buy it. They buy this and buy that, and time they get it home, open it up, it's pounds of sugar wrapped up in a tape. How many people who've done that? You know what I mean? But the stamps, I can't remember the stamps no more. You know what I mean? I can't remember them. Does anybody out there remember the stamps? The stamps those to put on the bars. Fucking hell, man. What it was, this morning. I see a soap bar this morning on Facebook, yeah, and I thought, oh my God, do you know what I mean? Brings back so many memories, mate. It's crazy, the things you do. But everybody must remember, you used to get up in the morning, in them days, in the late 80s, early 90s, and you could earn money so easy, you know what I mean? It's so easy to earn money. How many people used to go out with a couple of bars and go to people's houses, get a hot knife, cut it in little bits and sell it and earn a few bob. You know, you might give it from X amount for a big block, and they earn maybe 4 or 5 times that amount. And they can't pay the debt. They can't pay the debt. It's terrible, mate. Yeah, I used to love that. I used to love that game. But you grow up, you go get a big bit of bird, mate, And he said, nah. But in the late 80s, mate, all 90s, I think it was, everybody used to earn good money, you know. And then they started to mix it with henna, you know, and make it, it's all greed, isn't it? It's all about greed. You know, you first get it. You know what? I don't suppose there's a lot of people out there that the best one that come out was the green one. You snap it and it was green inside, like a greeny colour. But most of that used to go to Holland. Yeah, most of that used to go to Holland, you know, because they used to pay good money for it. But in England, we got it at first, and then after a while, they realised to get more money in Holland for it, and so it used to go over there, yeah. And it was the business, mate. That'd blow your brains out. That was the one. The green one, the one when we broke it and it was green inside. Anyway, bang, bang, well. Give me a comment on it. Let me know anybody remember the stamps, yeah? Nice one.